On the northbound turnpike right now into an accident. Onto the scene of it there, photographer Chris Gray. Chris Gray is on the scene for us right now. Chris, what do you see? What happened?
We were traveling northbound on the New Jersey State Turnpike. We are just south of exit 13 in Elizabeth. What we did notice was a multi-vehicle pileup on the right-hand side of the cars-only express lane on the Turnpike northbound. As you can see, this car has slid off, hit the guardrail. Thankfully, it looks like the occupants inside of this car has gotten out. They are sort of surveying the damage and figuring out whether or not they can move this or maybe they should stay where they are. Behind that car, you will see, is a big sort of congested on-ramp where a bunch of cars that were crossing over onto this portion of the turnpike have just kind of had to put it in park and wait till this vehicle gets cleared. There are no police or state police on scene yet, so this is still very fresh and very new. The good news is it looks like everybody inside involved in that crash are doing okay. Chris Gay, live in Mobile 2. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, Chris, if we can just ask you a quick question. You've been out and about this morning and early here this afternoon. Have you been seeing a lot of these spin-outs?
We have. It's taken us about 2.5 to 3 hours to get from Monmouth County back up into this area, and we have seen multiple cars spun out. They've hit the guardrail, they've hit some deep snow, especially on the Garden State Parkway, and it's kind of pulls you into that center area, that divider area that's grass, and we've seen probably 10 to 12 vehicles throughout our travels this morning and today that have just really lost control. I would like to point out that we have seen people on cell phones driving. We have seen people in cars that were probably less than adequate to deal with these types of sort of snow events, and really people should take as much caution as possible when venturing out. The good news is that we have seen sander trucks all day long down in Jersey on the Garden State Parkway and on local routes. We've seen some of those smaller sander trucks that have been spreading brine over the parkways and the local roads that really knocks down some of that extra accumulation throughout the day. So they've been doing a really good job. People do need to heed all the warnings and stay off these roads, even in Mobile 2, which is built like a tank and made for these type of events. It's been a tough go. You have to be safe.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much. As we hold that picture right there, that's a pretty good snapshot of what's going on all around the region right now. Spin out after spin out, one leads to another, a huge backup. These are the express lanes northbound on the turnpike as you go through Elizabeth near exit 13. Goes without saying, you really don't need to be out there.
No, and this is exactly what I was running into during my commute in today.
Over and over and over, right?
Just cars. You know, the roads are really slick. They may not look slick, but they are. And I think people were just driving too fast and they lost control. And then you have these snow drifts, just like we see here, where snow is accumulating on the side of the road. And the the on-ramps and the off-ramps to any of these roadways are really, really bad right now.
And folks think they can go for it, and you know what? They really just can't. All right, we're going to take a break here. There's snowstorm, the first of 2018. Our coverage continues right after a quick break.